Let's look at some notations. We say x approaches to c plus. That means our x is approaching to c, and this little plus sign says from right hand side. So from right, but will never be equal to c. Not equal to c. For example, if I say x approaches to 5 from right hand side, that means, let's say here is our 5. We are going close and close to 5 from right hand side. Going close, 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 close. We are going close and close, but not at 5. So generally what we do is we look at the behavior when x is approaching to, let's say, 5 from right hand side. How is our function changing? So if you want to check if x is approaching to 5 from right hand side, how is our function changing? So you can think of this as like you can choose values 5.1, 5.01, 5.001 and so on. So we are moving close and close to 5 from right hand side, and we will see how our function is changing or which value our function is approaching to. Okay. Similarly, if we have x approaching to c minus, that means x approaches to c from left hand side, which means all the number that you will select will be less than c but will not equal to c. So if we say x is approaching to 5 from left hand side, and you are looking at the behavior of fx, the values of x that you will choose. So it's approaching to 5 from left hand side. So all the values that you want to choose should be less than 5 and approaching to 5. So we are moving close and close to 5. And we will see how our fx is changing. So this means we are moving close and close to 5 from left hand side. So here is our 5. We are moving close and close to 5 but not 5. Similarly, we say x is approaching to infinity. So this means x approaches to infinity. So x is increasing without any bound. So you can choose, if you are checking the behavior of function when x is approaching to infinity, you can choose your x increasing without any bounds, like x equals 1000, 10,000 and so on. So your x is increasing without any bounds. So you keep going until you see a pattern in behavior of fx. And when we say x is approaching to negative infinity, so this means x approaches to negative infinity. So x, the value of x is decreasing without any bounds. So x, we want to say this is going to negative infinity, means value of x is decreasing. So you can say minus 1000, 10,000, and so on. So we are saying value of x are decreasing without any bounds. Example, we want to see when x is going to infinity where our fx is approaching to. Fx is x minus 1 divided by x minus 3. X is going to infinity means x is increasing without any bounds. We will look when x is growing, how is our fx doing. So if we look, when x is growing, our fx is approaching to the y equals 1. This can also be written as when x is approaching to infinity, we say limit. Under that we define the limit of x, fx is going to 1. So we say limit of fx is 1. Same way, let's say we ask if x is approaching to negative infinity, where will our fx goes? So when x is going to negative infinity, our fx is moving here, going close to 1, approaching 1. So you can say limit x approaching to negative infinity, fx is 1. Next, let's say we want to see when x is approaching to 3 from right hand side, what value our fx is approaching. So x is approaching to 3 from right hand side. Fx is going up and up, increasing without bounds. So fx is going to infinity. Fx is going to infinity. When x is going to 3, but from left hand side, when we put little negative sign, it means from the left hand side. So when we are approaching to 3 from left hand side, our fx is growing smaller and smaller, it's decreasing, right? So it's going to negative infinity. We'll say that when x is going to 3 from left hand side, fx is going to negative infinity. Same thing. We are writing in limit form.